guys?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Just I'm sharing my screen 1 second. Yeah, let me know if you're able to see my screen. Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So once again, good evening to everyone. My name is Swamy Naidu. I'm teaching UI technologies, Angular, React, JavaScript, CSS, and server-side program Node.js. These technologies I'm handling. In this React.js, in this demo class, just I'm going to brief you what is React.js and what are the advantages we have with this React.js and in which type of applications we are using React.js. That concept we are going to discuss. So first of all, now React.js. What is React.js? It is a library of JavaScript. React.js is nothing but a library of JavaScript. Yes. So first we need to discuss what is JavaScript and what is web architecture. Okay. And what are the scriptings we are using. So that concept we are going to discuss now. Yeah. If you take any web application, every web application websites, if you take here, okay, so we have two types of scriptings. One is, first of all, how many pages we have in website. First one, design, okay. Second one, coding. Like that, we have these two phases. First phase is design phase and second phase is coding. Okay, in design phase, we are creating user interfaces. In coding phase, we are implementing logics. That is the concept of this. Yeah. So user interfaces, okay, those are nothing but the front pages which we are displaying to end user, like registration page, login page. All this comes under user interfaces. These user interfaces we are creating in designing phase, and in coding phase we are implementing the programming logics. Okay, if you take this coding, we have two types. One is client side coding is there. Okay, so we can call it as client side script. Next one, server side script. In coding point of view, client side coding is there as well as server side script. So once again, if you observe the web application, the main phases to develop the web application, not only web applications, even mobile apps also if you take. So we have designing phase and coding phase. As in designing phase, we are creating the user interfaces. This user interface contains text boxes, button, radio button, with this control some design layouts. And coding, if you observe here, we're implementing the logics. Okay, so this coding is divided into, in web applications point of view I'm discussing, as well as mobile also. Okay, one is client side code, another one is server side code. Okay, so what is client side? Okay, now if you take here client side script, script which executes in client system with the help of browser. Yeah. So client-side script means the script which is executing in client system with the help of browser. Okay. Yes. If you take JavaScript, so it is one client-side script. And next level technologies are JavaScript, React, Angular, and Vanilla JS, Vue.js. All these technologies comes under client-side scripts. Okay, in coding point of view. Even HTML, CSS also there. These are also comes under client-side scripts only, executes in browser. But these technologies, if you take HTML, CSS, these technologies we are using for design purpose. Okay, not for coding purpose. If you take coding point of view, we are taking the support of, okay, so JavaScript or next level technologies of JavaScript. What are the next level technologies we are using here? Like React, Angular, etc. Is it clear? And server-side scripts. What are the server-side scripts we are using? Okay, so PHP, ASP, JSP, all these technologies comes under server-side scripts. Server-side scripts are executing in browser. Okay. Next one is server-side script. Sorry, I told you mistake. Server-side scripts are executing in web server. Okay, so here executes in server. Examples, yeah. PHP, Node, JSP, Servlets, ASP, all these technologies comes under server-side scripts. Like that, if you observe here, so in coding point of view, we have client-side scripts as well as server-side scripts. Is it clear? Yes. So these client-side scripts are executing in browser and server-side scripts are executing in web server. Now, if you take this React, it is client-side script. Okay, it is nothing but the library of JavaScript. First of all, which type of operations we can implement using client-side script? That is the main concept. Yes. Now, in which point of view we are using client-side script? Okay. Now here, if we take client-side script, yeah. So first point, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. To apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. So what is this concept? By default, all HTML controls are static controls. Okay, you want to convert these controls as dynamic controls, then we are taking the support of any client-side script like JavaScript or React, etc. Yes, what is the meaning of static and dynamic? Static means the properties of controls we cannot change at runtime. Okay, once the application is loaded, later you want to change the properties of controls, not possible. But dynamic, if you take, we can change the properties of controls at runtime. That is the concept of, okay, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. So one example I will show you, then you will get the more clarity in this point of view. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So simple HTML page I'm creating. Okay, to show you this point, to explain this point practically. Now here, open edit plus. Now save this file in desktop. Demo.html I have given. So my requirement is I want to display one image on the browser. Okay. Now, if you observe this one, so in my desktop, mango.jpg is there. That image I want to display. Simple HTML tag I'm using. So now inside this body, img source is equal to yes mango.jpg and width is equal to 100 pixels. I have given. Close this body. Okay. I have taken image tag. Two properties I have given to this image tag. One is src property, another one is width property. And what the file name here? Demo.html. I have given like this. Now this is a HTML file. So go to the desktop. Here I created, yes. So this is the file which we created just now. Demo.html is there. So if I double click on this, the image is loading now. Is it clear? Yes. So this is the image control. Now it is runtime because already it is loaded into browser. So that's it is runtime. Okay. Now here, can I change the properties of this control at runtime? Okay. So by default, I have given src property, some mango, and width property. Now, if I click on this control, means if I perform any action on this control, I want to change src or I want to change width or any other properties. In that point of view, by default, it is not possible through HTML. So it is possible through only client-side scripts. So for that, we are taking the support of client-side scripts like JavaScript or any next level technology of JavaScript. Okay. So at runtime is after application is loaded. Okay, you want to change the properties of controls. So now I'm applying this. Yeah. Simple code. Don't try to understand this now. Just see the result. Yeah. So here I'm changing source. What is that? Apple.jpg. Now save this and refresh. By default, Mango is there. If I click on this, it is changed as Apple. Like that, any HTML control properties you want to change at runtime. Is this clear? In that point of view, take the support of client-side scripts. That's the first point, which I told you like this. Okay. Now, like that. Okay. Second one, to validate input controls. Yeah. So input controls validation point of view also, we're taking the support of these client-side scripts. Like you want to check username is empty or not, email format is valid format or not, like that, password, retype password. Okay. So those are matching or not. In this point of view, taking the support of client-side scripts. Next, to execute logics in browser. Yeah. So not only dynamic functionalities and HTML control, and not only validations, you want to execute some logics in browser, then also we are taking the support of these client-side scripts. Is it clear? For example, you want to implement calculator program. Okay. Yes. So if user click on the buttons like plus, minus, after enter some values, if user click on the buttons, you want to perform some calculations. So in this point of view, you can implement the logics by using either server-side script or client-side script. So if I write the logic using server-side script, whenever user click on the button, every time request is going to the server and response is coming back to the browser. Yes, but same logic if implement using client-side script, then that script is executing client system only. That's why when client means here user. Okay, who is using our application? That user. When user click on the plus, minus, these buttons, so code is executing in his system only. That's why no need to go to the server. So it takes less time and displays the output very fast. Is this clear? Means in execution and output point of view, client-side scripts are very faster than server-side scripts because server-side script is executing in server. So user has to send a request to the server. Their code is executing. After the response is coming back to browser through internet connection, it is happening, right? So like it may be any server, Facebook server, Gmail server. Okay, so here if server-side code you want to execute from your application, means one application you opened, in that application server-side logics are there. Those logics are executing that server only. So for this execution, we have to send one request from your browser. So it is taking some time to send the request and get the response. In case the same logic implemented using client-side script, then client no need to go outside, okay, to execute the logics because all the logics initially downloading into the client's machine. When client is accessing the application, that time only all these logics are downloading into the client's machine and executing in his browser. That's why immediately you can see the result. That is the concept of this. Okay. Next one here, to work with Ajax. Yeah, Ajax is very, very important. You want to call any REST API services, microservices, okay, without submitting the web page, you want to send any request to the server, compulsory Ajax is required. Okay, without Ajax, we can't develop any web applications. Not only web applications, even mobile applications also. So Ajax means asynchronous JavaScript, means it is nothing but client-side script. Okay, so you want to perform the Ajax functionalities, then compulsory you must use the client-side coding only. So in old days, we used it to work with JavaScript. These days, we are using React, Angular, these type of technologies. Like that, these are the main areas where we can work with client-side scripts. So in website, around 60 to 70% code is client-side coding, no doubt in that point of view. Now, in which point of view we are using server-side scripts? Yeah, server-side scripts mostly to connect with the server database. Okay, so website database is available server mission or client mission. It is available in server mission. Okay, in order to read the username, passwords, everything, so then server-side code is required. Like that, to connect with the database or server and to create the sessions and to create the tokens, in that point of view, I take the support of server-side scripts. Okay, as a UI developer, you need to concentrate on these areas. Okay, so as a client-side programmer, you have to work in these areas. Okay, that is the main concept of this. Now, if you take React implemented by Jordan in year around 2013, and what the reason behind this implementation? Yeah, actually here Jordan he is one of the employees of Facebook, and he wanted to work with the Facebook chat application. For that chat, he implemented this React.js. Okay, yes, to work with the Facebook chat, implemented React.js. So in 2013, he released the basic version. Later, they added more functionalities and released it as public version. Now, many websites like Instagram, okay, and the next one, Yahoo, Apple, all these websites, okay, working based on this React. Yes, and the basic version is 1.x and current version is available 18. Okay, 18 version is available now. So this is the basic introduction of React.js. So React.js, is it client-side script or server-side script? React.js is client-side or server-side? It is a client-side script implemented by Jordan Walkie, and it is maintaining by Facebook Corporation. Initially, the reason behind that implementation is to work with a chat application Facebook. Later, they added many more functionalities and released it to outside as client-side script. Now it becomes very, 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 very popular client-side technology. Yes, in all companies, almost all, they are using React.js. Why? Because main reason is there already companies JavaScript programmers are occupied, so they can easily migrate to React.js. That's why the React.js usage is very high these days. Okay, yeah. So it is client-side script. I told you client-side script we are using to work with these areas. So in old days, JavaScript was there, which is released in 1995. Later, JavaScript related many technologies are introduced here. In these technologies, popular technologies are React and Angular. These technologies playing very important role in these IT industries. Yeah. So this is one phase we discussed. So in this concept, till now, what are the points we discussed? Any doubts you have, you can ask me now. You can speak with me directly, or you can send the message. Yes.
Sir, we have lots of frameworks which you mentioned, right? Like AngularJS, React.js, and Vue.js. Then, like, why actually we are not going with Angular and Vue? Why actually we're going with React?
See, Angular also has more importance. Don't think like Angular no one is using like that. So I told you, Angular and React, these two technologies playing very important role. Okay. The main advantage is, so we have many concepts in these technologies. Data binding is there, single page application, but in Vue.js also single page application is there. Okay, that single page application concept is there. But when if you take these technologies here, okay, in React, virtual DOM concept is there. And Jsx formats it supports JavaScript XML. I will discuss all these points now. Okay. I like that. Many advantages are there. Okay. And React Native to implement the cross mobile applications. Got it. Like that. So more features we have in this React compared with Vue and other technologies. Okay. Yeah. So here React is not framework, it is library. Okay. Angular is the framework. React Native is also framework. Yeah. Next, any more queries we have? See how it is different from Angular means some technical point of view I need to discuss that. But right now you cannot understand those things because, for example, okay, React supports virtual DOM. Angular is not supporting virtual DOM. You should know what is virtual DOM. Yes or no? Second point, React supports one-way data binding, not supporting two-way data binding directly. Manually, we need to work. But Angular supports one-way data binding and two-way data binding. First of all, you should know what is data binding. Yes. Next one, React supports Jsx format. Angular is not supporting Jsx format. You should know what is JSX. Yes or no? So like that, the conceptual point of view, if we have some clarity, then we can differentiate. Okay, so this technology contains these features and those features are not available on the technology. Like that, we can easily compare. Okay, that's why to understand this question, okay, it takes some time. And React is JavaScript based and Angular is TypeScript based. Okay, in React also we can use TypeScript. So generally JavaScript code we are using, but you can also use TypeScript code, that is not the issue. But Angular, if you take completely, it is running based on TypeScript only. Is it clear? Yes. React is library providing set of functionalities. Those functionalities we are calling into our JavaScript pages. Angular is framework, means it is providing one structure to create the application. Inside the structure, we are writing the logics. Okay, like that, we have some differences between this React and Angular. So to understand those differences, technically, you should know some points, right? Yeah. Next. Slowly can understand, no worries. Yeah. Any more queries you have?
So I have joined late in the call. So So I belong to Java background, but I don't have any idea about the JavaScript. So is it mandatory to know the JavaScript before doing this course?
100% is mandatory is that too not normal JavaScript. You should know promises in JavaScript. You should know async event in JavaScript. Yes, you should know hosting in JavaScript, closures, okay, and internal data types what we have, okay, and ECMAScript standards. You should know ECMAScript 6 standards and what are the enhanced features we have in ECMAScript 6, okay, arrow functions, object-oriented programming, JavaScript, objects, all these things are very, and Ajax, how to create the Ajax object by using, okay, APIs like Axios is there, fetch is there, okay, and XML HTTP request. These APIs are available, so you should know all these APIs. And JavaScript basic concepts like window object, document object, navigator object, okay. So BOM model, okay, browser object model, you should know events, everything we should know
Okay.
to attend these React classes. But I know you people don't have idea on these concepts, right?
Yes.
That's why I'm starting with JavaScript. Okay.
Okay.
I will explain complete advanced JavaScript concepts. Okay. What is event bubbling? What is event trickling? All these concepts. Okay. What is bind apply? Okay. Like that. After that only I will start the React classes.
Okay. No worries then. Yeah. Thank you.
So to attend this batch, no need any prerequisites for you. Okay. But to work with React, JavaScript is required. I am explaining those concepts. Okay. Yeah. Any more queries? Fine. Now here, features of React. Yeah. First of all, supports data binding. Yeah. What is this data binding? Okay. Data means nothing but variable. Variable we are binding with output control. That output control may be any heading tag or text box or paragraph or any other control. So calling is different, binding is different. Okay. In JavaScript, we can call the variable into control by using document.getElementById. These functions are available. So calling means that variable value is coming into this control. It may be text box, control may be text box or any other one. But binding means a link is creating between the variable and control. What the advantage of this link? Yeah, whenever the value of variable is updating, then automatically in control view will update itself. As a programmer, you need not worry to update the view when the variable is modified, because the link is there between view. View means nothing but control. So between view and variable, one link is creating. So what is the role of this link? When the variable is updated, immediately it is updating the view on which control we are displaying the variable. Okay, so this is very, very important for us. The same feature is available in Angular also. Okay, supports data binding. In JavaScript, we don't have this type of concept. Okay, next one, supports Jsx format. Yeah, Jsx stands for JavaScript XML. Okay, but here there is no XML in this point of view. What is Jsx? We can easily place HTML elements inside the JavaScript. So that is the concept. What is that? So HTML controls we can directly place inside the JavaScript. That support is there in this React. So it is not there in Angular. So for example, this is the program which we created. Yeah. In this program, just I am going to place some JavaScript and displaying let hi message. So simple message I am displaying with that message box. Now when I am refreshing this, it displays hi message, right? Yeah. Now I want to place this image control, copy and paste here, save this and refresh. Now here, is it displaying the hi message? No. you're getting one error message. Okay, now here console. So JavaScript errors you can see on this console. Yeah. A syntax error, something it displays. Means by default, HTML controls we cannot include in JavaScript code, but using Jsx format, we can include inside this JavaScript. Yes. So what is the beauty of this? Yeah. So what the logic output we are getting, that output directly we can apply on this HTML control. No need to create separate functions. For that, it is very helpful for us. Okay. So that's the concept. Now, if I remove this one, then it will display hi message. Now executing fine. But if I give this statement, error is coming because right now there is no React.js in this HTML file, right? If you use the React packages, then it supports this one. Is it clear? Like that. So that is nothing but JSX format. Next one, supports. Okay. Yes. Single page application. The main reason to get that much popularity for this React and Angular, nothing but single page application. I guess in Vue.js also this is available, but really I don't have idea on this Vue.js. Okay, I have complete idea on React, Angular, React Native. Okay, these technologies. So here single page application is very, very important. So nowadays all websites working based on almost all they converted into single page. Even Flipkart also many pages they converted into single page. Okay, single page means don't feel that only one page available for this center website. Okay, some people may think like that. Don't think like that. Single page means we have many pages. Okay, now here see, I will show a small diagram. This is server. You are launching your website in the server. This is home page. This is about us. This is contact us. Like that, many pages you are creating, right? Now here, some X opened his browser through internet connection. He is sending a request to your server. So, which page is going to the server? First of all these pages are loading into. Sorry, all these pages are loading into the browser, or only one page. Initially, home page is loading into the browser, right? In this home page, hyperlinks are there, like about us, contact us, like that. These hyperlinks program is displaying, and if user click on this about us, a request is again coming back to this server. Okay, yes, and taking that about us page, like that. Contact us again, one more request is coming to the server and loading the contact us into browser along with response. Means for every page, user is sending one request to the server. That is the traditional way. So now what is the advanced one? That is single page application. What the meaning of single page application? Yes. So we are creating one router object. In that object, we are binding all these pages. Okay, so I will show you how to get the router object, everything, and how to bind these pages. I will discuss with you. Now, when user is sending the first request, what is happening? Enter this object is loading into the client's cache memory location, not in the browser. Client system cache memory location. There, how many pages we binded? All these pages are loading into the client's cache memory location. And which page we set as default loading page, that page is displaying the browser. Now, next, if user click on about us and contact us, no need to go to the server because all pages available in his system only, in client system only, in browser location. I mean, cache memory location. When user click on the about us, so that page is coming from here, cache memory location to browser, and contact us, it is loading from here. Means second time onwards, okay, no need to go to the server to get the result. I mean, pages. So this concept is single page application. Single page means only one browser without refreshing that we are calling the other pages. Okay, means browser is not loading again and again. It is not refreshing again and again. Means n number of browser instances are not creating, only one instance is creating. In that browser instance, the other pages are loading according to the user's requirement. So at the time of discussion, this concept only we are covering login, logout, authentication, so navigations, all these things. Very, very important concept. Around we are spending 5 to 7 days with this single page application concept. Is this clear? Yes, it supports that single page application. That is very, very important for us. And next one here supports many validations. Yeah, predefined validations are available to validate the HTML controls, everything. Okay. Now here supports React Native to work with cross mobile applications. Yeah. So this is very good for the mobile application development. You can implement only one application which can run under Android mobiles, iOS mobiles, okay, and Microsoft mobiles, other mobiles. Okay, that is cross mobile application. Only one application supports all these mobile devices. So generally, if you develop any application, mobile app using Android, only Android, okay, mobiles, we can use that one, but not iPhone and other mobiles. But my requirement is single application should run on all these devices. For that, phone gap is one technology which we have. Okay, and React Native is one more technology that is very popular one than phone gap. Coding is React coding only. So native is supporting some functionalities to handle the mobile components. Is it clear? Yeah, this is very, very advantage which we have. Yes, next one here supports virtual DOM. Yeah, it is not there in Angular. Okay, virtual DOM concept is not there in Angular. In React, it is there. So that's why React application is faster than Angular application. No doubt in that point of view, because of the main reason. What is that? Virtual DOM. What is this virtual DOM? Nothing is there. Already we created one HTML file just now. Yes. In that HTML file, image control we place. Like that, we are placing many controls like text box button, radio button, etc. When you double click on this or when you load that file, then what is happening in RAM location, one object memory is allocating. That memory we are calling as physical DOM. Yes. Based on that physical DOM, the result is displaying on the browser. Okay, so when you open the HTML file, then what is happening? So just in diagrammatic format, I will show you. So this is RAM location, and this is HTML file. So here you place some controls like this, image, text box, like that. So when you load this, then what is happening in this RAM location? One memory is allocating. So this memory we are calling as DOM. So here objects are available for image one object, text box control one object, like that. How many controls we have taken? So for this, every control objects are creating. After that, the output is coming into this browser. So it displays image here. Okay, and text box control like that. It is clear. Now, if I do any modifications in this controls here, then every time this DOM is recreating. With these modifications, it is recreating. Means old DOM is deleting and new DOM is recreating. So it is taking some time at the time of updating the control values in the browser, because every time DOM is recreating. To avoid this recreation, so React is coming with new concept. What is that here? That is nothing but virtual DOM concept is there. Virtual DOM is nothing but, so here physical DOM is there, means original DOM. That is duplicate object of this original DOM only. So what is the role of this virtual DOM? Whenever the modifications are performed, first it is recognizing those modifications, and instead of recreating this object again and again, only that area it is modifying here. Only the patchwork it is doing, modifying in that patchwork. So because of this reason only, the performance of React application is very, very faster than Angular and other applications. Okay, because virtual DOM, the main responsibility is what are the updates you are performing. Those updates only it is applying on the original DOM. That is the concept of this. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, I will explain you how it is working later. Okay, supports virtual DOM. Next one here, supports many services. Yeah, services we are using in functional point of view. Different types of services are available. So what are the services we have and how to work with the services I will discuss with you. So here services simplified the logics. The main advantage of services, those are simplified the logics. That is the main point. Okay. Next one. Supports. Okay. Yeah. Redux store. So very important one, Redux store. So state management point of we are using Redux store. So state management means to share the data from one page to another page. Actually, we are not calling as pages here. We are calling as components. Okay. You want to share the data from one component to another component in that point of view. So we are using some state management objects like cookies, local storage, session storage like that. In the same point of view, Redux storage is also available. It is very, very popular and simplifies our work. And we can also execute some functionalities. What the Redux, everything we will discuss here. So this is very, very advantage we have. Okay. Next one here, supports MVC pattern. Next one here, less coding. Compared with the JavaScript, the main advantage is very, very simple coding we have here. So that's why these technologies got much popularity. And moreover, if you take React.js is very simple than Angular. Okay, so in Angular, a learning curve is more, but in React, a learning curve is very simple. Is it clear? And moreover, JavaScript is very simple. All of you know. Yes. So this is also based on the JavaScript coding. That's why less coding and more comfort for the programmer to implement the logics. Yes. So compulsory in web applications, client-side script is required. That is sure, no doubt in that point of view. Okay, in client-side scripting point of view, either you can go with JavaScript or next advanced technologies of JavaScript like React.js or Angular. Okay, so these days, okay, in all companies they are using these type of libraries and frameworks. So React is very, very, very popular one among all this. Okay, JavaScript related next updates. Okay, so this is some information about React.js. Now you can ask me more questions related to this concept. Yeah. Yeah, you can contact with management to get this class demo. Okay, so these all concepts what I discussed today. Okay, so those concepts we are working on programming point of it. That time we'll get clarity, no doubt in that point of. Just here overview idea how that's all. Okay, next. Yeah. Now come to this course pattern. So first I will explain very basics of HTML, very, very basics of HTML. That is only one session I'm taking. After that, JavaScript I'm starting. Okay, so you need not learn JavaScript parallelly because I am discussing the JavaScript here only. Yes, yeah. So in that JavaScript, core JavaScript as well as advanced JavaScript we are discussing. We are covering the advanced concepts. What is event looping? What is event queue? Okay, call stack. What is call stack? What is hoisting? Closures. Okay, and lexical scoping. Okay, scopes like that. So all advanced concepts with basic like window object, alert prompt. these methods, document object, history object, so bomb browser object model. So those are all concepts we're discussing. Once JavaScript is completed, then I am starting the React.js concepts. In this React.js concepts, we are working with data binding, single page application. Okay, next one here. What is that? Yeah, virtual DOM, Jsx formats. Okay, higher order components, life cycle hooks, and both functional component as well as class components. So functional component lifecycle hooks as well as class component lifecycle hooks, and API calls, REST API calls, integration with API, and third operations on the database. Okay, update, delete these functionalities, and bootstrap integration. Okay, like that, all these the concepts, single page applications. Okay, authentication, authorization, all these concepts we're discussing here. Many more. Okay, so those concepts. Redux I will discuss definitely. Oh, you are asking about project. Yeah, you want to join 2 batches. Yeah, it is starting from 16th, right? Project batch. Yeah, by that time, okay, JavaScript will go on, but in the project batch, initially I will discuss CSS, okay, template designing, and responsive concepts like that. After that, this React code snippets. Okay, you can catch that one, no problem, because we have time now. Yeah, to start the project in that batch, it will take minimum 20 days. Understand? So before that, we will discuss the template designing everything by using media queries and SAS, syntactical awesome style sheets. Okay. And the next one here, CSS, all these things we are using. That's why you want to catch that, you can catch, no worries in that point of view.
So for that project session, right? Do we need to know the prerequisite like this JavaScript and React.js before itself, right?
Yeah, this batch is compulsory, otherwise you cannot.
Okay.
So here I am discussing the concept there, how to build application. Okay. Like e-commerce website we're discussing with payment gateway integration, everything.
So it is in 17th, right, sir?
17th or 16th, I am not sure about that. In website it is, they mentioned that. Please go.
Okay, sure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. This course duration is 60 days. No doubt in that point of view. It is taking 60 sessions. Okay. Maybe extend to 5 days like that. Okay. But not before that. Fees you can ask in front office. Okay. They will tell you, okay, about the fee structure, everything. So demand, if you want to know, then upload a resume with just a different mobile number and mail ID. Then you can cross check how many calls and mails you're getting for that. So huge demand is there, no doubt. Okay, you know about this demand. That's why you attended this demo class, na? Right? Yeah. Again, why are you asking me about demand? Right? Yeah. Next. Fine.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. So you were telling that this 7th, if in case if they're starting this 17th, right? 10 days will be there, right? So you're telling that
no, I told you not there, to enter into the project minimum 20 days it will take. Before that, I will discuss template designing, all these concepts.
Okay.
Yeah, by that time here, we are middle of the React. So no worries.
Oh, okay. Got it, sir. Got it.
Yeah. So shortly I will start that. Already one Angular project batch is going on. Okay. So that's why there is no scope to start project in Angular shortly. And normal Angular batch. Okay. I will let you know. You are attending React now, better. One is enough to you. Don't go with that both.
Okay, sir. But here we will be working on project at least one, right, sir?
Here simple application I will discuss with you.
Okay, sir.
I'm talking about, don't go with both Angular and React. Okay.
Okay, sir. Only one only I'm asking, sir. Actually,
Yeah,
only one
React, right choice. No doubt in that point of view.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Someone sent this message, you only. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt in that point of view. I will discuss the entry questions, all these things. No worries. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Compulsory JavaScript, which we in JavaScript point of view, 90 to 95% questions they will ask based on the topics which you are covering, no doubt in that point of view. And in entries, mostly they are concentrating on JavaScript. First, remember this point. Okay. Yes. So in React, not in React, even in Angular interviews also, mostly they're asking JavaScript questions. Okay. So that's why. So no worries in that interview point of view. And React also we are covering all the topics. So what is this routing concept? Everything we are covering. So no worries. I will share the interview questions also. Okay. So only one project, that too in separate project batch, not in this batch. In this batch, we are discussing mini application only because real-time project you want to develop. No? Yes. So for that, it will take 2 to 3 months time. Okay. That is separate project batch I'm handling for that. Yeah. Project batch, minimum 2.5 months. No doubt in that point of view.
So only for React.js you're telling, sir? 2.5 months. Only for React.js 2.5 months.
Project.
That
Project.
Okay.
React.js project, minimum 2.5 to 3 months it will take. Project duration I'm telling.
Okay.
Yes, because project means there's a live application there. Okay, so definitely logics, you should understand the logics. So the main purpose of project is once you enter into the company with some experience, easily you can work with that. That is the main reason to conduct the project batches.
Okay, got it, sir.
Yeah. Next. Fine. So in tomorrow's session, okay, I will give you some basic idea on HTML. That is enough HTML point of view. After that, I will start the JavaScript concepts. I think you got some clarity in this point of view. See you next class. You can leave now. Okay, thank you. I told you the project batch duration is 2.5 months to 3 months. Okay, yeah, you can fix it for 3 months, no doubt. Not more than that. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thank you.